T. Clark here. In this video is going to be talking about the program code for the create task. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that your code has input, at least one list, procedures, one procedure with a parameter. I should probably put with a parameter right there. That's important. Algorithm, calls to your procedure, and output. So let's see. So to turn it into a PDF is super simple. I have a couple of tutorials, one with Replit, one with App Inventor, a couple of video tutorials right there. I might add it to the page I'm making right now. So those are some good resources. But text-based, you basically just print to PDF. Or you can copy and paste your code to a document, Google Doc, or maybe Word. And then block-based might be a little bit more. You can use screen captures or take a bunch of screenshots. And again, I talk about those in these two videos. And make sure you include comments for all the code that you have. And especially if you're using other code or someone helped you, put comments in that. Okay. So make sure your code has instructions for input. So user is changing your code. So it's not like, so the input should be down here maybe. It's not the users, oh, I want to change the grid. So that's what I made this code for actually. I said, okay, this should probably be for other teachers that can change line 40 and then they can change the grid however they want. But editing the code is not input. Editing the code is not input. Input is on the fly. If you change it over here, what happens up here? Or just basically button presses or taps on an app. Okay, so you have to have a list. We talk about that for part 3C. It has a definition of list or collection types. It has to have a procedure with a parameter. And we talked about that in 3C and 3D. And the algorithm of the procedure has selection and iteration. A call to the procedure is part 3C, 3D. Kind of both actually. No, 3D is the calls. And then output. So make sure your program has a user interface. It could be textual or visual or touchscreen or mouse. Move your mouse clicks. So it's your choice what type of program interface you want. Make sure your program uses a list, creates a list and uses that list for information. Even if the list is just getting data from a file, you created a list at the beginning of the program to populate that list from the file, so that's fine. Make sure your program includes a function that has a parameter, an if statement, and a loop, and use comments to cite any code, any images or sounds you're using, and that's it. So code template, pretty simple. You don't need a code template. You can just make a blank document. But basically, the main thing is you want to have your code a certain size, 10-point font. You can use a template. You don't have to use a template. You just go to code, Control A, Control C, paste it underneath, and sometimes it does weird stuff, so I'm going to undo that. Control Shift, maybe I should read my template. Control Shift V to paste without formatting. And you can use a monospace font like P2 Mono or Courier New, or there's a bunch of monospace fonts. Pick your own. A lot of people have their own personal favorites. And then I can delete everything above the line. And there we go. So File, Download as PDF. And that's it.